and the eyes, which you can find just about anywhere there's kelp. However, this is the other thing. I'm sure Gar hasn't seen many of these, and he probably won't for a while. Shockers, jelly rays. He probably has seen sand sharks and bone sharks, but this is just to show that you can actually have the more threatening species in the game in your own aquarium. I apologize about that. For some reason, it doesn't want to go good, is the best I can say. There's also difference. The stream isn't loading for you, Gar. There's also things like farming, which Gar had mentioned. Try reloading it, Garhor. And then CB.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But this is what the Seamoth is. It's actually upgradable, and I have mine upgraded to the point where I can go so deep in the water. Yeah, no, I literally farm underwater. Yeah, this is what a more advanced base looks like. Now, advanced in a relative term because, well, yeah. And sorry about the quality, I just wanted to set it up and show you guys real quickly what it looks like. If you're... Ow. Sorry, impact is still a thing even with an upgraded. Gorgeous is one word for it. Dolan, what are you talking about, these sound effects? But this is what I wanted to show you, Gar. Yeah, no, fish will breed, or the species will breed within the aquariums. I usually go out and grab 2 of the more interesting species, just toss them in there, and this is... Wong! This is what it looks like when you have a full aquarium. And, yeah, this is enough food to last me forever. On top of... You can just... Okay, so Gar, if you want to build a multi-tiered aquarium, all you need to do is build multiple base rooms on top of each other. It's the same over here. And, trust me, these species were a little bit more difficult to get. Especially the shockers. Especially the shockers. Yes, I do have a bunch of... Oh, well, not angry eel sharks in the aquarium, but I have the more terrifying species, and then the more mundane species, being the jelly rays. It doesn't look like any have specifically laid any eggs, though, because that's what I was going to show for a second. Let's see here. Because you can get in here. Because technically, these are all juveniles of their species. And I could go out and release that shocker into the wild, and it'll mature quickly, and then attempt to kill me while I swim around and stay. Well, that's the thing, Dolan. A lot of the aggressive species, or the predatory species on this world, apparently interact with each other fairly frequently and choose not to fight each other for resources. And then there's things like this where I'm not going to tell Gar where these are, but you can go out and find planter boxes that you scan, and then you legitimately just have an infinite food source. Hey, Radnax! But yeah, so things like these bulbo trees, purple vegetable plants, orange plant, or these orange fruit plants, things like that. And then, I'm not even done yet, Gar. This is what the Seamoth looks like. Not entirely. I can set it back to its base colors, but I have mine turned into a CB because I was using it mostly for movement in, moving around and collecting resources. God damn it! I gotta remember to stop hitting that. And I'm only gonna be here for a little bit. I have to go to, I have a lab at 2 o'clock that I need to go to. But there's also stuff like this, where you can have external planter boxes with... Wong! External planter box with unusual specimens that you go out and find. You know what? Fuck it. I have the resources, I have the ability. Let's go show something off that Gar will... It'll be a while yet till Gar gets here. Enough that I feel like it's worth it. But where we're going is somewhere that It's pretty far out of the way. And what I mean by pretty far out of the way is it's also fucking deep. Like, really fucking deep. I'm not spoiling anything, Suika. I'm not telling him how to get here, where these are. I'm not explaining anything. And yes, this game has had a lot to do for a while, Radnax. But this is one of the caverns that, spoiler alert, the stream. This is, I believe this is referred to as the Sparse Reef. But where we're going is somewhere a little bit more different. And I'm not spoiling anything. I'm gonna let Gar get here. I'm not gonna explain to him where to get the resources to get out here, what he needs to do to get out here, how to get out here, how deep it is. This is like Harry Potter trailer. Ayo, Dumbledore dies. Not saying who kills him though. We need some mystery. And into the hole we go. Welcome to the depths, lad. Never read articles of criticism of on criticism of Trump. Deep, dank seabed. Oh, this is nothing. I've upgraded my Seamoth to the point that I can reach pretty much the bottom of this area. Microaggression again. And there's a shocker in the wild! Let's hope he ignores me as I go deeper. I have gazed into the abyss and it has stared back into me. But yeah, all these things have uses. All of these things will have scanner tooltips. All of these things are, well, things. I hope Trump becomes president. Alright, I can't really push much deeper than this. Because I'm reaching my crush depth. God, I hope not. It's gonna be Hillary. I really hope not. But welcome to the depths of this ocean. And welcome to the horrors that lie beneath the waves. Now then, which way should I go? Is a meme with Young Vote, yeah. At this point, we all know Bernie's not gonna win. Let's not delude ourselves here. Bernie is called... Yeah, no, Gar, this is like... Should I show you the rest? Yeah, why not? I got nothing to lose. Why is that rock falling? Something must have knocked it out. Huh. That's kind of unusual. Yeah, Bernie might get lower middle vote, but, he's not gonna make it. Hey, buddy Shocker. Are you gonna be my friend for a second here and let me pass? Yes, you are. Okay. And, let me put it this way, Gar. Don't go outside the Seamoth when you see one of those things. Trust me. I learned that one the hard way. And if you're wondering what that is floating there telling me where I am, that's a beacon I set out to remind me of where I needed to go. It's pretty much death, bud. Ah, it's night. Okay, that's why I'm not getting anything. Should I swim out off the edge? Or travel out off the edge? Yeah, a little bit. I'm not going to show you what's down there. I'm just going to let you see from a distance. You're gonna have to figure out what's all the way down there, bud. That's some surprises for you guys. All you need to know, Gar, is that everything down there is useful to you one way or another. But... Hey, Scribble! Let's head back to base for a bit. I have more than enough energy to justify recharging. And... well, still gotta leave some surprises in the game for you. Well, let's... okay, Radnax, let's be honest here. Trump has essentially become a meme at this point. He essentially is a meme. I'm surprised he hasn't made fun of himself yet. He legitimately is. Yeah. Gecko's pretty dead on with that statement. They're all memes.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Being a communist, Dolan, Jesus. But there's a couple of little things that, Gar, I suggest you invest into. Like, where are they? Huh. Are my spotlights not active? Oh, no, they are. Things like the spotlights, which are wonderful for security lighting and making sure nothing's going to catch you off guard. I'd also suggest trying to get the bigger lockers if you get the opportunity, and that is really weird. It's only showing me like half my lockers. Did I do something with those eggs? I had a couple of eggs in here at one point. Oh well. I'm bringing shit like this up because I know people here will be super annoying. Well, you're not entirely wrong, Scribble. If Augrist were here, you'd never hear the fucking end of it, and you know that. Just gotta make sure these guys aren't breeding. If they are, I have a problem, because I need to go and release them. I think I've hit max capacity for them, though. And am I missing a jelly ray? No, he's... oh yeah, Gar. Like, legitimately, I'm glad you're streaming it, because otherwise I would have been streaming it. And, yeah, so... I'm not going to tell you where you need to get this thing from, this module right here that I'm sitting in. This is the moon pool. And, you're going to have to figure out where to get it. I forgot, did I ever build my Cyclops? I don't think I have yet. I could go do that, but... I'll leave that to some adventuring. However, I will at least show Gar... well, I can't really show him where he needs to go next, but I will give him a general idea of what the area that looks like he needs to go next. This part's for you, Gar, because I want to see you progress and not get super duper frustrated. Because, let's be honest, traveling underwater for long distances can get kind of frustrating without, well, in this case, a sea moth. But this should at least direct you where it looks like. I think I'm heading the right way. I should be heading the right way. And I don't need it, Radnax. Or at least I could get it, but I don't feel the need to go get it yet. Wait. No, I know where I'm going right now. This isn't exactly where... oh, okay. It's kind of where you need to go. Don't go that way. You don't want to go that way. Trust me, you don't want to go that way yet. This is the kind of area where you're going to need to go for the bioreactor, Garhor. You have it built, but you need something from this area for it to work. This is also the area where you collect lithium and everything else. Ow! Kwong! Go this way, spin around 5 times. Yeah. Just look... Did I hit something? Oh, it's a fish school. Wong! But yeah, this is the way you're going to want to go. Welcome to the Mushroom Forest. In all its splendor and all its beauty. Wong! They really need to work on the impact sounds. And probably my favorite creature in the game right here are the jelly rays. They are just beautiful. When they don't get stuck on things. Just look at that. So graceful. So pretty. And entirely non-consumable because they're toxic. And yes, Scribble, so much clipping. Clong! And yes, that is actually a described viable tactic for retrieving items from those mushroom forests. Clip rays. I actually forgot what's over here. I think it's just an infinite drop-off. Oh, no, it shallows out. Are these just the mountains? I think this might be... Okay. There were... kind of bosses, Mori. Kind of. I'm not gonna show you them. I'm gonna leave that to Garhor. Yeah, good thing Og wasn't here for this talk, or we'd be here all fucking day. But I just kind of wanted to show off some of the later game stuff for fucking little biters. I just wanted to show off some of the later game stuff for Subnautica, because admittedly, this is a game that's very near and dear to my heart, and I've been following it since I heard about it and the first prototypes were being released. I legitimately have the first dev prototypes on my computer, because I am that much in love with this game. Gotta remember, drift down, and then come back. But Og, or not Og, Gar. I'm not going to tell you where to find these things. I'm not going to tell you how to find these things. I'll help you every now and again. What the fuck did you just say, Chua? But I'll help you find your way. That much I will be kind enough to do. Because I am not so much of a cockmunch that I'm going to leave my friend hanging. Uru-san? What the fuck are you guys even saying? But, if you'll give me half a second here, I gotta do something. Which is, I believe, recharge my nuclear reactor. That's weird. I'm gonna have to go grab a deposit of salt somewhere. Let's see, where would be... Ah, there we go. Mori, there will eventually be an end to this game. However, it's still in early development, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner. And what that means is, until they're done with it, there's still a lot missing. I can tell you right now, there's a large variety of animals that are, or creatures, I should say, that are still missing from the game, both threatening and non. There's a large variety of areas of the game that are still unfinished, like the unfinished lava zones, the unfinished actual aurora itself, because I could actually right now go and repair it and stop the radiation leak. The only reason I haven't yet is because I haven't. It won't be it's not in development hell, Maury. That's the thing. It's very clearly not in development hell because they have made a bunch of progress. I remember when the game came out and you didn't even when they first announced early access, you couldn't even build bases. You just built a bunch of tunnels together. Do dolphins rape people in this game too? It's time to oil up. That's just kinky. Well, let me put it this way. The dolphin analog, I think, still rapes people, and I hear water. I hear water leaking in from somewhere. Would you invite us all into your underwater base? I don't know. Would you like to be in the garden with me? Or, yeah. Never mind. I fucked up the lyrics. But yeah, so there's still a lot that's left unfinished currently in this game that I can't wait to be finished. If I could show you all the stuff that they have planned, I mean, you can actually go and see it right now. Where you could just legitimately look up the Subnautica Trello, and you can see everything they have planned to work on. Everything. They have everything that's being worked on now, everything that's finished for the last update, which was the farming update, everything that's being worked on, and everything that's coming up for release. And when this game finishes and is in actual release, God, I hope so many people come through and support Unknown Realms. Because seriously, these people deserve it. This is a game that I have no words beyond it's near and dear to my heart, and I want to see them do everything they can with it. I really, really do. And I mean, you could do that, Maury. You could come through and set up a bunch of sub-bases all over the place. People do it. Like, that's one of the tactics for playing this game. Is instead of having one main base, you could just set up a bunch of sub-bases everywhere. It works. It's not my way of playing it, but it works. But anyways, guys, this is KhorneFlakes, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it really looks like when you get towards the end game. And Atlantis, here we come. Atlantis indeed. But for now, this has been KhorneFlakes, and Marco.